Hi guys, and welcome back to my Cover of Beauty channel. My name's Emma, and today we're doing a nail tutorial. Something I've been wanting to do for a while and finally got around to doing it. So first thing I'm going to do is prep the nails, and here I have just used a cuticle remover, like a cream. Well, it's like a gooey liquid type of thing. It comes in like a little nail polish vial from Neo Nails, and I just put that all over the cuticles and push them back with a cuticle pusher. And you want to have it at an angle where it's not too flat or too high, because you will damage the nail bed. So yeah, now we've done all that, we're just going to take the sheen off each nail and just clean up the free edge, which is the tip of the nail. And make sure when you are filing the free edge to go one way, because if you go back and forth it will rip and split your natural nail. It's okay to do on false nails, but not on the natural one. So yeah, here I'm just using my file. I can't remember what grit it is. I think it's 180 or an 80 grit file. I don't really pay much attention to that because I know how deep to go and which side to use on the natural nails. So basically all you want to do is take the sheen off it and rough it up just a little bit. You don't want to take a full layer off or anything like that. You just want to literally scratch up the nails, especially around the cuticle area, because that's where you get the most lifting. Right, so this is a acid free primer from Neo Nails, and I'm just using that, and it will basically change the pH balance of your nails so that it will adhere or basically accept the acrylic better. So this is the first time I've ever done foil nails. I only did one because my mum didn't like the look of it. She preferred how my nails look with the natural tips, so that's why this video is a sculpt tip and a 3D rose. So yeah, this is how you put on foils. You make sure that it's under the free edge of the nail. You just take the backing off the middle section, pop it underneath for extra support, and pop it on like I've done, as you can see. And here I'm getting a blush pink acrylic powder from Neo Nails again, with my acrylic brush, and I'm just literally starting from the free edge basically, because if there was a tip I'd be starting in the middle between the tip and the natural nail. So what I'm doing is creating a tip, and what I'm doing there is just tapping the excess acrylic liquid out of my brush so that it's not a wet bead. If you're a nail technician, you'll know what I mean by a wet bead. You want a good powder to liquid ratio. Sometimes I do like to use a wetter bead, because sometimes I do like to build up acrylic and see if that makes any difference to the strength. I just like playing around and seeing what works best. So yeah, I'm doing oval almond shaped nails, so I'm just building that up now. And the best way to find out if it is ready is by tapping it, and if it sounds like hollow, I think it's hollow, if you can tap it and you can hear the tapping sound, it's done basically. It's ready. So I've just gently peeled off the foil. You want to pull it down and out. You don't want to just rag it off because you could hurt the client. So I'm just filing the nail and getting the shape right, making sure it is the right shape it should be and not too thick, because the acrylic on your nails should be no thicker than a credit card. And now I'm just using a white buffing block to get all the scratches out, and then the purple foam buffer to basically polish it up and make it shiny and nice. And now I'm just putting some cuticle oil on the cuticle and underneath the tip, and it is done. And like I say, this was my first attempt at a sculpt nail, and remember I used a blush pink acrylic, so it looks basically clear, see-through. Probably would have been better if it was a French tip or a coloured acrylic. But anyway, moving on to acrylic application with a tip. And the best way to measure it up on a client's nails is to have one side of the tip parallel with the side walls of a client's nails, and making sure that the whole nail is covered. So if you look from each side of the nail. So I've just added glue to that, just a little bit of glue, dab any excess on the paper towel and hold that on. So I just dab it, hold it on from the middle, and these tips are wellless, which make it easier. And I've just got this little tool that holds like the little wings down on the tip. Just makes it easier and it stick better basically. So yeah, all the tips are on now, and because they're almond shaped nails my mum wants, these are stiletto tips, which you can shape them any way you want. I use a little nail clipper and just slowly take down the length of the nails, because if I use a proper nail cutter it will cut it straight across, and we don't want square tips, we want in an almond shape. So there you go, they're the almond shape, and I am just shaping them now with my file, ready for acrylic. Right, so acrylic, we're going to put blush pink on again, and we want a good ratio between the liquid and powder, so it's not wet and not too dry. What I'm doing is just dabbing a little bit of the excess liquid onto the paper towel, and if I get a bead I don't like, I just wipe it off onto the paper towel. So I generally start off in the center of the nail where the tip and the natural nail meet, and I slowly just build it up that way. I do tend to use, like I say, a slightly wetter bead than normal, because I do like to experiment and build up layers and see what type of shapes I can build. And make sure you don't get any acrylic on the client's skin or on the cuticle area and the side walls, the skin on the nails, because it will start to lift if you do that. Right, and they are done. I just did the same as I did with the sculpt nail by shaping them, buffing them and polishing them. It just needs a top coat on. So now moving on to the 3D rose. I'm just using the backing, well, the front of the foil to sculpt little petals. What I do is basically dip into the white acrylic and dip the white into the red, so it's like a two-toned pink rose. And what you want to do is just leave the bead, well, you want to take the excess liquid out of the bead by tapping it onto the paper, and then pop it onto the foil and just make little half moon shapes like little petals. Wait till they're semi-dry and then pop it onto the nail. And that's what you want to do, just keep building up the 3D rose with little petals. And when you get to the center of the rose, you want to make like a sausage shape and roll it up onto itself into a cone, and then pop that into the center of the rose. And that is pretty much how I do a 3D rose. Right, and that is done. So there you go. I don't think I did a bad job. It's only the second time I've really done acrylic rose, but I think I have got it down. But I'm going to keep practicing and see if I can improve my skills. But yeah, hope you like and subscribe. Any comments, questions, put down below. And if you want to see more nail tutorials, just let me know. Take care. See you next time. Bye.